Hi, this is just 10 minutes for cardiovascular fitness. We're going to be working our heart a little bit, get the heart rate up, get the blood moving and strengthening around your hip joints. So enjoy this one. You'll feel great after. Standing, feeling your body right now. Tell your body you're about to do a bit of work on it because you value strength. So we're going to work all around our hip joints and also get our heart rate up. So first, starting with the easier option, bend your knees, don't let them pull in or out, and then touch opposite knee. Bend your knees, touch opposite knee. Now you might stick with easier if you're new to this, or if you have an injury, or maybe if you're over 70, maybe it suits your body. So this is easier. Bend, touch the opposite knee. Find the coordination. If you want harder, you just squat down more and you can touch knee to opposite elbow. If you want that, that's harder. And so your knees, you can do what's right for you. I'm going to stick with easier. So this is working the muscles a little bit in the belly, the front of the hips, the glutes, and you'll warm up, your heart rate will come up a bit. A little bit longer for this one. About 10 more counts for this one. So it'll be about 1 minute, a little bit over 1 minute in each variation, strengthening all around our hips and getting our blood moving. Okay. The next one is going to engage the muscles in the back of the body as well as still working our heart. So I'll have my back to you for a moment. Bend and reach towards the heel. Don't worry if you can't touch. Just reach. Little bend. If you want this one to be harder, you could bend your knees more and touch the opposite heel, but that can strain your back. So I would recommend most people don't do this one. Just do touch the same. You don't have to touch either. And make sure you're not looking down at the floor. You're looking straight ahead. So eye level gaze or horizontal gaze. You don't want your head forward. Start to feel the muscles in the back of the body here. And obviously you keep working your legs as you squat. And great for that blood flow, cardiovascular fitness. So I've got about 10 more counts for this one. Okay, that was about roughly that. And the next one, we're going to work our abductors, these muscles in the outer hip, incredibly important. Going to start with the easier, bend the knees, and then put one foot out to the side. And you also press the palms of the hands and pull your shoulders back a bit. So you're trying to stretch the chest, contract. That's really going to get that blood moving as well. And trying to squeeze, bend the knees and squeeze the outer hip. The harder one is you lift the leg out, and obviously, as you know, you bend the knees more, you go down a little bit more. So you can do harder, or some of you might, if you're not used to it, I keep saying, be sensible and stick with easier. Just ask your body. Ask your heart. You don't want to strain your heart either, or your knees. But try to not, if you're doing the harder, don't fling. Try to lift and actually squeeze those abductor muscles, which is so important for stability around the hips, for having good balance. Use it or lose it, people. 10 more counts. Couple more. I'm not religious about the time. It's nice just to not always have the time. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, next one is the inner thighs. And this involves a bit of coordination. So I have my back to you. It's called a curtsy lunge. So I'll show you the easier one. See a step behind and across. So I'm just doing the really gentle one for beginners and anybody with the knee injuries, or if you're just feeling a little bit unstable. Obviously, if you want to do more, you step across and you just, but don't round out. Keep looking straight ahead. And you're trying to, after a while, you should feel your inner thighs. So squeeze the inner thighs. And for the men, I guess you need to be careful of the balls, but you can work that out. Don't want to hurt yourself here. Let's do about 10 more counts. Okay, see if you can remember the first one. We'll quickly go through that again, testing your memory. Okay, let's see how you go. You can go slower. Or we can do elbow. See if you can remember the next one before you do it. Okay, this one. Or touch the opposite heel if you really want, but be careful of your lower back and your knee. Don't fling too much. And then what's the next one? Can you remember? Or you can lift your leg to the side. And see if you remember the last one. I think you can. Okay, great. And now we're just going to quickly go through holding. So you might need a wall near you. So the first one, you're going to bring the right knee up towards the left elbow. Just if you're using the wall, so you could be doing it like this with the right hand near the wall. Keep looking straight ahead, squeeze your belly. The harder one is you straighten out the right leg. Okay, and then left knee up and left knee towards right elbow. It's fine to have the wall for beginners. And the harder one is you straighten out the left leg, squeeze your belly a bit. Great. So we're going to hold this one. Right heel, maybe you can just touch. Don't grab and don't arch. Just try to keep your spine quite neutral and maybe you can just touch. We're not doing the grab. And if your hamstrings are cramping, don't go so far into it. You don't have to actually touch the heel. And then try the other leg. So you can have the wall near you if you need. Look straight ahead. Trying to just touch the left heel or reach towards the left heel. Okay, and this one, you can have the wall there like this, and you're holding your right leg up. Don't totally rely on the wall. Try to take your hands off the wall. Squeeze those abductors. You're putting weight through your left hip too, so you're strengthening. Incredibly good for your bone density. These exercises, working around our hips in all different ways. And then have the wall there if you need. So your left leg's up now. If you're wobbly, it just means your muscles are working harder, so don't worry about that. Okay, and inner thighs, you just have your right, you might face the wall like that. Have the hands on the wall. So your right leg just going across, just holding, trying to push the right leg across, squeeze the inner thighs. And then the left leg. So holding for about 20 seconds. Now you could do this whole standing both feet, shake a little bit. If you have time, you do all that again, and it'll just be good for your heart, good for your muscles, loosens you up a bit. And also if you have your time, I'll link the stretching around your hips video as well that I did last week, which will be perfect after strengthening to stretch around your hips. So it's good to work on both. Please subscribe, please give comments. Thank you so much. Have a great day.